Today we're watching When Harry Met Sally. I've been wanting to watch this film for a little while because I haven't seen it. That's the first and most significant prerequisite to watching a movie here on the channel. I chose to watch it here in February. I'm good at saying the month of February. I am told that I might have been better off watching this around New Year's, but I had already decided to watch The Hudsucker Proxy for New Year's, and I'm not watching 2 New Year's movies. Like, let's be honest, New Year's is a wonderful time, but I am watching 2 New Year's movies. Cool, all right. I don't watch a lot of this type of movie on my channel, so I thought this time of year would be a perfect opportunity, and this is the last of the kind of more chick flickish films that we'll be watching. Next week as an action poll followed by a sci-fi poll. Both those films will be chosen by my patrons and over on Patreon. Actually, I'm really excited. Right now, at the time of releasing this video, we just started watching Battlestar Galactica together on Patreon. I'm very excited. So if you'd like to watch Battlestar Galactica with us, feel free. We're watching one episode every single week. Feel free to pop over to Patreon and check that out. But yeah, we're here to watch When Harry Met Sally right now, and my TV's telling me it's time. Did you see all the light on my face? My TV is like, you need to start the movie. You're taking too long. The screensaver came on. So, without further ado, let's experience When Harry Met Sally for the very first time. Gotta love Billy Crystal, Meg Ryan. I believe I saw Carrie Fisher's name in the cast list as well. Boom, boom, boom. There it is. There's her name. I know I've seen or heard various quotes from this film on different types of like sitcoms and things, but I can't remember what they are specifically. I love the music, by the way. Hi.
You see that girl? I'm going to marry her. And 2 weeks later, we were married.
Okay. That's a story. That's a good story. Congratulations, friend. I'm glad she didn't wreck the car by staring at them making out. Hey, I'm here.
Oh, hi, Sally. Sally, this is Harry Burns. Harry, this is Sally Albright.
Nice to meet you.
So that's how they meet. Odd.
It's an 18-hour trip, which breaks down into 6 shifts of 3 hours each, or alternatively, we could break it down by mileage.
I don't think he cares about your schedule.
Why don't you tell me the story of your life?
Oof.
The story of my life isn't even going to get us out of Chicago. I mean, nothing's happened to me yet. That's why I'm going to New York. I'm going to journalism school to become a reporter.
So you can write about things that happen to other people.
Immediately.
When I buy a new book, I always read the last page first. That way, in case I die before I...
No. That's messed up. It's like watching the end of the movie and then starting the movie.
Wouldn't you rather be with Humphrey Bogart than the other guy?
I don't want to spend the rest of my life in Casablanca, married to a man who runs a bar.
Thankfully, I saw Casablanca, so I have the context for this.
And so would any woman in her right mind. Women are very practical, even Ingrid Bergman, which is why she gets on the plane at the end of the movie.
Obviously, you haven't had great sex yet. 2, please.
I have had plenty of good
Awkward.
sex.
You're in public, lady. I like how the music also paused for her to have that moment.
But I'd like the pie heated.
Oh
and
my
I don't
gosh.
want the ice cream on top. I want it on the side. And I'd like strawberry instead of vanilla if you have it. If not, then no ice cream, just whipped cream, but only if it's real. If it's out of a can, then nothing.
Whoa. Whoa. Bless her.
Amanda never said how attractive you were.
Well, maybe she doesn't think I'm attractive.
I don't think it's a matter of opinion. Empirically, you are attractive.
He's just collecting data over here.
Amanda is my friend.
So?
So you're coming on to me.
No, I wasn't.
He was just stating empirical facts.
Can a man say a woman is attractive without it being a come on?
Not usually. I mean, yes, but not usually.
We are just going to be friends, okay?
Great, friends. It's the best thing. And men and women can't be friends because the sex part always gets in the way.
That's not true.
No man can be friends with a woman that he finds attractive. He always wants to have sex with her.
So you're saying that a man can be friends with a woman he finds unattractive?
No, you pretty much want to nail him, too.
Whoa. I don't know if I agree with his premise or his conclusion, but it is very, very challenging. Let's be real.
Well, I guess we're not going to be friends then.
Guess not. Thanks for the ride.
Yeah, it was interesting.
It was nice knowing you.
Yeah.
And they never saw each other again. Roll the credits. Thanks for coming. I mean, I'd watch the rest of the movie, but maybe, just maybe, we better say, let's call the whole thing off. All right, we'll keep watching.
We fell in love in high school.
Oh,
Yeah,
different couple.
we were high school sweethearts.
But then after our junior year, his parents moved away.
Are these like real couples?
And it was 34 years later that I was walking down Broadway and I saw it come out of Tough and Eddie's.
Just as though not a single day had gone by.
34 years. That's so cute. 5 years later, dang. Well, now she's the one making out in public.
Joe, I thought it was you. I thought it
What?
was you. Harry Burns.
Harry, how you doing?
Good. How you doing?
I'm fine. I'm doing.
You didn't recognize Sally. That's so funny. Again, subverting expectations. So good.
This is Sally Albright, Harry Burns. Harry and I, we lived in the same building.
Recognition.
Thank God he couldn't place me. I drove from college to New York with him 5 years
He
ago.
definitely
and it was
placed
the
you.
longest night of my life.
I thought it was a good road trip. That's just me. Fine.
He made a pass at me, and when I said no, he was going with a girlfriend of mine. Oh, God, I can't remember her name. And this part I remember. He said that men and women could never really be friends. Do you think that's true?
I mean, I guess the real question is, do you think that's true? Let me know in the comments and your reasoning, please. Oh, this is fun.
You were a good friend of,
Amanda's. I can't believe you can't remember her name.
You were going to be a gymnast.
A
Journalist.
Right, that's what I said. And?
I am a journalist. I work at the news.
Great. And you're with Joe. Well, that's great.
We have only known each other for a month, and besides, neither one of us is looking to get married right now.
I'm getting married. Helen Hilson, she's a lawyer. She's keeping her name.
You're getting married.
The keeping her name part was important to include.
Well, you'd be amazed what falling madly in love can do for you. Yeah, plus, you know, you just get to a certain point where you get tired of the whole thing. You go dancing, you do the white man's overbite. The minute you're finished, you know what goes through your mind? How long do I have to lie here and hold her before I can get up and go home? Is 30 seconds enough?
Is that true?
Sure. All men think that. Would you like to have dinner? Just friends.
I
you
thought,
didn't believe
yeah.
men and women could be friends.
When did I say that?
On the ride to New York.
No. I never said that.
Has he changed his stance?
They can't be friends. Unless both of them are involved with other people, then they can. This
That
is an
feels
amendment to the early rule.
feels like a justification for wanting to have dinner with her.
Goodbye.
Okay. I'll just stop walking. I'll let you go ahead.
Yeah, you can't say goodbye when you're on a moving sidewalk. That doesn't work.
Married 40 years ago.
Oh,
We were
congrats.
married 3 years, we got a divorce. Then I married Marjorie. I ran into her. I was with some girl I don't even remember.
She does.
Roberta.
Right, Roberta. So I ditched Roberta, we go for coffee.
Wow.
A month later, we're married.
35 years the day after our first marriage.
Well, congrats on 5 years. I guess 8 years total, if I got the story right. Another 5 years. Wow, she's in her 30s now.
Joe and I broke up
No.
What? When?
Monday.
You waited 3 days to tell us?
available?
For God's sakes,
I said to myself, you deserve more than this. You're 31 years old.
And the clock is ticking.
No, the clock doesn't really start to tick until you're 36.
Oh, okay. It's good to know.
I feel okay.
Good. Then you're ready.
Who is it?
Alex Anderson.
oh,
You fixed me up with him 6 years ago.
She's been through the dating pool.
There is no point in my going out with someone I might really like if I met him at the right time, but who right now has no chance of being anything to me but a transitional man.
When did this happen?
Friday. Helen comes home from work and she says, I don't know if I want to be married anymore. So I say to her, don't you love me anymore? You know what she says? I don't know if I've ever loved you.
Aww.
So I go to the door, and there are moving men there.
Wow, she
Now I start to get suspicious.
really thought this
I
through.
say, Helen, when did you call these movies? She says, a week ago.
Yeah.
I said, you've known for a week and you didn't tell me? And she says, I didn't want to ruin your birthday.
I mean, that's considerate, I guess.
She's in love with somebody else.
Oh,
Some tax attorney.
so that's the real reason.
She moved in with him.
Poor Harry.
Marriages don't break up on account of infidelity. It's just a symptom that something else is wrong.
Oh, really? Well, that symptom is my wife.
There you go. So it sounds like finally, maybe everything's in place for them to connect.
He just spent $120 on a new nightgown for his wife. I don't think he's ever going to leave her.
You should probably stop seeing him then.
You're right. I know you're right.
I know him. You'd like him. He's married. Also, he never remembers me.
Sally Albright.
Ding, ding, ding. She said he never, from the one interaction after the initial meeting, please.
You're not with Joe anymore?
We just broke up.
Oh,
How's married life?
A little rocky.
not so good. I am getting a divorce.
Oh, I'm sorry. When Joe and I started
Oh, they're
seeing each other,
finally
exactly
having some coffee.
to live together, but we didn't want to get married because every time anyone we knew got married, it ruined their relationship. I would sit around with my girlfriends who have kids, and actually my one girlfriend who has kids, Alice, and she would complain about how she and Gary never did it anymore.
Is she making marriage synonymous with having children? Because it sounds like it.
And she said, I spy a family. And I started to cry. And I went home and I said, the thing is, Joe, we never do fly off to Rome on a moment's notice. We talked about it for a long time, and I said, this is what I want. And he said, well, I don't. And I said, well, I guess it's over. And he left. I'm over him. I mean, I really am over him.
At least I got the apartment.
What's so hard about finding an apartment? What you do is you read the obituary column. You find out who died, go to the building, and you tip the doorman.
Oh.
Combine the obituaries with the real estate section. So then you have Mr. Klein.
It's not a bad idea.
Would you like to have dinner with me sometime?
Are we becoming friends now?
Well,
Do it. Be friends.
Born in the same
In
hospital.
1921,
7 days apart.
in the same hospital.
My family moved to the Bronx
He
when I
lived on
was 10.
Fordham Road.
Hers moved when she was
I
11.
lived on 183rd.
I love this story. So close to each other for so long. I'll sum up this story, I'm
Never
assuming.
met.
They never met.
Can you imagine that?
Oh.
Now you're telling me you would be happy with Victor Laszlo than with Humphrey Bogart?
when did I say that?
When we drove to New York.
Oh, she's changed her opinion.
I would never have said that.
Hey, that's the thing. Opinions do change. I think we shouldn't forget that we once held old opinions, though. We should acknowledge that we changed.
I miss her.
I don't miss him. I really don't. I miss the idea of him.
Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, great shot. I love that.
Ooh, Ingrid Bergman. Now she's low maintenance.
Low maintenance.
Oh, the sound. I love that they're putting the sound on the different sides of the stereo.
You're high maintenance, but you think you're low maintenance.
I don't see that.
That's
You
clever.
don't see that? Waiter, I'll begin with a house salad, but I don't want the regular dressing. I'll have the balsamic.
Well, I just want it the way I want it.
I know, high maintenance.
I mean, yeah, you should have it the way you want it, but at least acknowledge, like, it's a lot.
For the rest of the day, we are going to talk like this. Pie.
Of your pecan pie.
Pecan pie.
Pecan pie.
Pecan
Pecan
All
pie.
right. Well, you know you're friends and you have inside jokes that make you laugh, but don't make other people laugh. That's what I'm getting from the scene. Do you find that scene funny? I don't know.
Well, I'd love to, Harry, but I can't.
What do you have? A hot date?
Yes, she
Well,
does.
yeah.
Really? Oh, I think it's great that you have a date.
He really is like,
do?
we're just friends.
Yeah.
Good for him, I guess. She's not so sure.
Harry, I think you should get out there, too.
It was the most uncomfortable night of my life.
How much worse can it get than finishing dinner, having him reach over, pull a hair out of my head, and start flossing with it at the table?
What?
We're talking dream date compared to my horror.
I've never heard of such a nonsensical thing. Wow.
And I ask her where she went to school, and she says Michigan State. And this reminds me of Helen.
Helen went to Michigan State?
No, she went to Northwestern. But they're both Big Ten schools.
I don't understand this relationship.
What do you mean?
You enjoy being with her?
Yeah.
You're afraid to let yourself be happy.
A whole different perspective. I get the woman's point of view on things.
You tell her about other women.
Yeah, like the other night. I took her to a place that wasn't human. She actually meowed.
Meowed.
I can just be myself.
You made a woman meow?
Yeah, he's fixating on the right thing. Like, what?
You know, I'm so glad I never got involved with you. I just would have ended up being some woman you had to get up out of bed and leave at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Hey, I don't feel great about this, but I don't hear anyone complaining.
Of course not. You're out the door too fast. How do you know that they're really?
What are you saying? That they faked?
It's possible.
Well, they haven't faked it with me.
How do you know?
Because I know.
Oh, she's gonna give an example. I'm uncomfortable.
Oh.
Again, does she not? You're in public. No one seems to care this time. Oh. Now they care.
Yes!
Okay, let's wrap this up. Let's wrap this up. This is probably illegal.
Yes!
Well, I mean, respect for the commitment to the bit.
I'll have what she's having.
That's a great joke. That's a great line. Okay. Yeah, my face turned red. I'm a little embarrassed. A little embarrassed.
As we dream by the fire in the winter wonderland. If they ask.
Great transition with the song. Woo!
Thank you for taking me out tonight.
Oh, don't be silly. The next New Year's Eve, if neither one of us is with anybody, you got a date.
Deal.
Up. She's thinking. Up, him too. That's a great little reveal. Want to get some air? Yeah. Break the tension. Should they kiss? I mean, they're both thinking it. Saved it.
Well, he was a head counselor at the boys' camp, and I was a head counselor at the girls' camp. I thought he was coming to talk to my friend Maxine, but he was coming to talk to me.
Oh.
If she's so great, why aren't you taking her out?
How many times do I have to tell you? We're just friends.
So you're saying she's not that attractive?
No, I told you she is attractive.
Yeah, but you also said she had a good personality.
You can have both things. Sometimes a good personality is what makes one attractive. I'm hoping.
A wake-up call for the city of New York, you know?
What do you mean by a wake-up call?
Well, he's saying...
It's an awkward double date. Oh. What if the other two hit it off? They haven't even ordered yet. Oh.
Restaurants are to people in the 80s what theater was to people in the 60s. I read that in a magazine.
I wrote that.
Yeah, they're gonna hit it off. That's cute. I love this.
That articulate.
Nobody.
I'm kind of feeling happy for Marie right now.
You want to go out with Jess? If it would be all right with you. Sure. I'm just worried about Harry. He's very sensitive.
If you don't think you're going to call Marie, do you mind if I call her?
No.
Good.
But for tonight, you shouldn't. I mean, Sally's very vulnerable right now.
Oh, they're looking out for each other.
I wasn't even thinking about tonight. I think I'll get a cab.
I'll go with you.
Great. Taxi!
Oh, not tonight. No, immediately.
A man came to me and said,
that was hilarious.
I found a nice girl for you.
I love all these little stories. I think it's kind of just a beautiful way to demonstrate there isn't one right way to go about a relationship. There's lots of different paths that can all lead to a place of happiness. All kinds of different ways to get there. Just because your way is different or unconventional does not make it wrong.
Look at this. This is the greatest. You're gonna love this. You outed my Surrey with the fringe on top. Now you.
What's that fringe and stop? The wheels are yellow, the upholstery.
What are you looking at, Harry? She's not the best singer of all time, but they're having fun until what's he looking at? Is it Helen?
Helen?
Oh!
This is Iris Stone.
Yeah.
Harry Burns.
Harry. She looked weird, didn't she? She looked really weird. She looked very weird.
I've never seen her before.
Yeah, that's the face of a man who's
Sure you're okay?
Oh, I'm fine.
I like it.
Well, let Harry and Sally be the judge.
You don't like my bar stools?
What?
Harry, come on.
My gosh.
Someone has to be on my side.
I'm on your side. I'm just trying to help you have good taste.
She's on your side, just not on the side of your belongings.
We started out like this, Ellen and I.
Oh, no.
We had blank walls, we hung things, we picked out tiles together. Sooner or later, you're gonna be screaming at each other about who's gonna get this dish. Someday, believe it or not, you'll go 15 rounds over who's gonna get this coffee table.
I want you to know
that I will never want that wagon wheel coffee table.
Harry, you're gonna have to try and find a way of not expressing every feeling that you have every moment that you have them.
You never get upset about anything.
Don't be ridiculous.
She's upset
What?
right now.
You never get upset about Joe. If you're so over Joe, why aren't you seeing anyone?
I see people!
See people. Have you slept with one person since you broke up with Joe?
I will make love to somebody when it is making love, not the way you do it like you're out for revenge or something.
Definitely different approaches to what it means to sleep with somebody.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Good job. It's gone.
Don't say a word.
Big mouth. Mick Jagger is a baby.
Baby ape. Baby ape.
Baby talk.
Melancholy baby's mouth.
Baby fish mouth.
Ethel
Baby
Merman.
fish mouth.
15 seconds.
Baby fish mouth. That was it, actually.
Don't mean maybe. That's it. Time's
Draw
up.
something different.
Baby talk.
Thank you.
Baby talk.
Gosh.
What's that? That's not a saying.
Oh, but baby fish mouth is sweeping.
All right, who wants coffee?
What? Hey, whoa,
I
whoa.
love you.
Where'd this guy come from? Or where'd this girl come from?
Emily's a little young for Harry, don't you think?
Does Julian seem a little stuffy to you?
He's a good guy. You should talk to him. Get to know him.
He's too
He's
tall.
not interested in getting
She
to
makes
know him.
3,500 chocolate mousse pies a week.
Ooh. Oh, I want to date Emily.
Harry doesn't even like sweets.
What's wrong with Harry? No, stop doing that.
Could you come over?
What's the matter?
He's getting married.
Who?
Julie?
Joe.
Oh, Joe. That makes sense.
I'll be right there.
Well, she's finally expressing emotions. She wasn't over it. Oh.
Hi.
You all right?
Stupid question, but yeah. You have to ask, I guess. No, you don't have to ask. You can just see what's happening and just bring comfort.
All this time, I've been saying that he didn't want to get married.
Yeah.
He didn't
sucks.
want to marry me. He didn't love me. What's the matter with me?
Nothing.
I'm difficult.
You're challenging.
And I'm gonna be 40.
When?
Like in 8 years. It's such a real, like what she's feeling is so real, right? Not wanting to be with Joe doesn't take away the feelings of hurt and pain and rejection she feels. Also, I love that they're incorporating such like funny moments in the midst of such wonderful, heartbreaking acting.
I'll make some tea.
Harry, could you just hold me a little longer?
Oh, sure.
Probably not the right time, but I get it. Now, this could be like, Harry, what are you going to do? And he's gone. Oh, he's just getting dressed.
Gotta go home, I gotta change my clothes, and then I have to go to work, and so do you. But after work, I'd like to take you out to dinner if you're free. Are you free?
Yes.
Fine, I'll call you later.
I mean, it is morning. She seems real freaked out. Because it's awkward.
No one I know would call at this
It's
hour.
so awful.
I need to talk.
What happened?
Oh,
What's the matter?
Harry came over last
I went
night.
over to Sally's last night.
How was it?
The during part was
I
good,
thought it was good.
but then I felt
Then
suffocated.
I guess it wasn't.
The
I
worst.
had to get out of there.
He just disappeared.
I feel so bad.
I'm so embarrassed.
Ooh, well, almost difficult to follow, except it was the same conversation.
I'll just say we made a mistake. I just hope I get to say it first.
Hope she says it before I do.
It was a mistake.
I am so relieved that you think so, too. I'm not saying last night wasn't great. It is so nice when you can sit with someone and not have to talk.
Yeah, that's what this is. This is definitely the healthy kind of comfortable with each other silence and not an awkward silence.
We are gathered here today to celebrate the marriage of Marie and Jess. The wine they will share.
Yeah, she's like, don't look at Harry. Don't look at Harry. I gotta look at Harry.
Together. And by the rings they will wear.
Nice ceremony.
Beautiful. Harry,
What?
I don't want to talk about this.
Why not?
I don't want to talk about it.
The I don't want to is the
I mean, are we
reason.
gonna carry this thing around forever?
Forever. It just happened.
It happened 3 weeks ago.
They obviously have a different idea of what recent is.
The minute that it happens, you walk right out the door.
I didn't walk out.
No, sprinted is more like it.
We both agreed it was a mistake.
The worst mistake I ever made.
Hold me a little longer, Harry. What was I supposed to do?
What are you saying? You took pity on me?
No, I...
Not.
You.
Yeah. Ooh. What not to say? Oh, I miss last year when they were getting the tree together. It was nice.
You're either A, not at home, B, home but don't want to talk to me, or C, home, desperately want to talk to me, but trapped under something heavy.
Emotionally heavy, probably.
I'm through making a schmuck out of myself. If you're feeling sad and lonely...
No, he's not.
What do you want, Harry?
Nothing. I just called to say I'm sorry.
I gotta go.
Sorry, it's not a magic bullet.
What are you doing for New Year's?
And everything's fine. Not exactly how it works.
We said that if neither one of us had a date, we could be together for New Year's, and it could, you know, what
I can't do this anymore. I am not your consolation prize. Goodbye.
Come on, man. You know her greatest wound is that the man she was with for 5 years didn't love her.
I have the streets all to myself. Who needs to be at a big, crowded party pretending to have a good time?
Look how sad he looks.
You realize, of course, that we can never be friends.
Why not? Well, I guess we're not gonna be friends then.
Guess not.
It's too bad. 'Cause you were the only person that I knew in New York.
Look at the run.
I wandered around.
That's a man who just found clarity in the midst of his sadness.
I have to go.
I'll wait 2 minutes.
I'll call you tomorrow.
I've been doing a lot of thinking. And the thing is, I love you.
What? Just can't show up here, tell me you love me, and expect that to make everything all right.
I love that you get cold when it's 71 degrees out. I love that it takes you an hour and a half to order a sandwich. I love that you get a little crinkle above your nose when you're looking at me like I'm nuts. I came here tonight because when you realize you want to spend the rest of your life with somebody, you want the rest of your life to start as soon as possible.
Well said.
You make it impossible for me to hate you.
That was the goal.
I really hate you.
Why? Because you love him and it took him a long time?
First time we met, we hated each other.
No, you didn't hate me. I hated you. The second time we met, you didn't even remember me.
I did too. I remembered you.
3 months later, we got married.
It only took 3 months.
12 years and 3 months. Very rich chocolate sauce on the side.
Right. Because not everybody likes it on the cake because it makes it very soggy.
Particularly the coconut.
It had to be you.
That was funny. I wonder why they made the choice to have them be the actors and not an older couple. Doesn't matter. It was still fun hearing the story. And of course, the chocolate had to be on the side. Aw. I liked it. I had heard that entire speech before on Scrubs. It was definitely flashing through my mind. Like, this is, oh yeah, that's right. They quit this whole thing on Scrubs. But, yeah. Really, I think is the summation of this movie is like, yeah, you know what? There's not one right path to find the person you love and want to spend your life with. I know we kind of grew up with these ideas in our head. You know, we think it'll go like this, right? And sometimes it does, and sometimes it doesn't. And just because your journey, rather you're at that finish line, although I don't think there's ever a finish line. I think even once you are married, you have to still choose each other and pursue each other. That's a healthy long-term relationship. But regardless of where you are on that journey, we have to not compare our journey to someone else's journey. And it's so easy to do that. It's so easy to feel inadequate or assume there's something wrong with me because I don't have, or I'm not, or I don't look like, or my relationship doesn't look like what someone else's does, or someone else. And that comparison game is like the biggest trap that we fall into as humans. It's the biggest source of, I mean, they say comparison is the thief of joy. And yeah, it robs us of so much. It robs us of hope. And it fills us with insecurity and inadequacies. And it's like, that's all inaccuracies is what it is. That's not true. And whether or not, wherever you are on your journey in life, Just because it doesn't look like someone else's or like what you thought it would or like you wish it did, doesn't matter. You are on your journey, and that's wonderful. That is beautiful. Just keep going on your journey. Don't give up. Don't lose hope. And have faith, have confidence that you will find the destination that you want to end up at. If that's true love, if that's, getting married, then keep moving forward and trust that you will find it. If that's not what you want, that's fine too. I enjoyed the movie. I enjoyed the journey. I laughed, cried just a little bit, and I'm glad they ended up together. It was fun watching their journey and watching them figure it out. I think that's what's kind of fun about this movie is you have two people who do not have it figured out. They're working on it. They're going through the process. They have ideas. They have formed opinions. But notice how even over time, their opinions that they had when they first met changed. Both of them had things that they spouted out so confidently in their youth. And 5 years later, 10 years later, like, I never said that. No. Because our beliefs and our thoughts and our opinions can and do often change over time. And that's called growing up. That's called maturity. That's called adulting in the best possible way. I hope some of the things I thought when I was 21 are things that I don't agree with or believe with now. Some of them, of course, are. But some of the things we're so confident about in youth, I have to look back and laugh. Maybe you do too. Maybe not. Maybe you were always flawless and perfect in all of your thinking and thoughts and ideologies, etc., etc. Anyway, let me know what you thought of this movie. I would love to hear your opinion. I appreciate you for watching. Please let me know your thoughts in the comments. Hit the like button, subscribe. Big thank you to my patrons. Here's another video I'm sure you'll enjoy. Check that out, and I will see you in the next one. Adios now. I said goodbye in Spanish. I don't know why. Bye.